neon stars hold fractured dreams. In the void where the secrets lie, the chariot burns across the sky. Chariot of the gods they ride, through endless dark where shadows collide. What they bring we dare not know, a truth so vast it swallows the soul.
Since the sudden development of the FTL drive in the early 2030s by the Wayland Corporation, mankind has been pushed out into the void between the stars, seeking to both explore and exploit as it spreads across the galaxy. The greatest discovery that mankind has made, though, could be argued that space is hostile, vast, dark, cold, and uncaring. Gamma rays and neutrino burst erupts from dying stars to cook you alive. Gravity so strong it can shred planets and tear ships in two like dried leaves. And a void that can simultaneously boil your blood and freeze your brain. Space isn't as empty as you think either. Its frontiers are ever expanding. Rival governments wage a cold war of aggression while greed-driven corporations vie for valuable and rare resources. Colonists reach for the stars, gambling with their lives. The year is 2183. The darkness and silence of deep space is echoed by the interior of the cluttered and aging vessel. The bridge lit only by dull orange emergency lighting indicating that the ship is on standby state. The vast hold, the corridors and cabins, all dark and quiet as the grave. Suddenly, a screen flares into life on one of the consoles. Lettering rapidly appearing, saying destination threshold reached. Lights begin to raggedly flicker on in one section after the other. Displays and controls leap into life across the bridge, showing complex readouts and telemetry. Accompanied by the chittering sounds of technologies and system awakening, in one cabin, bright white lights suddenly illuminate 5 like coffin pods, arranged in circular formation. An holographic projected information dance across their glass, like frost-rimmed surfaces showing bio readouts, pulse, temperature, breathing, the vital signs of life. Beside each readout appears the name of their inhabitant: Wilson, Rye, Miller, Davis, and Cam. One by one the cowl slowly opens, the occupant taking ragged breath and painfully opening their eyes. Fleeting fragments of dream escape you as you awaken from your cryo chambers. Blinking into the harsh light, the all too familiar sensation of hibernation sickness are quickly followed by a hard coldness on your near-naked forms as the ship's support system begins to struggle into full operation. Your mouths are dry, but your stomach churns and vomiting follows as you eject the fluid that have built up during the hypersweep. The ship has dropped out of FTL, meaning that you have reached your destination. Where Mother, the shipboard computer, has decided that this was a matter requiring your attention. And the ship's control and core now awaits your command. This is Alien Chariots of the Gods, Part 1. Pandora's Box.
You find yourselves in the cold, harsh environment as the computer on boards kicks in the new transition towards living quarter. Oxygen's pumped into the pipes, temperature rising. What would you do?
Oh. Right.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, everyone have a good nap.
We reach our destination.
I hope so.
Stimulating. Oh.
Oh. Okay, first things first, I need a cup of coffee. Desperately.
Yeah, everybody do your evacuation and whatnot. Let's meet in the mess hall in just a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Debrief there.
Captain.
The crew slowly finishes their preparation and head out to the mess hall, where they gather normally for a debriefing and other matters of import. As they get there, the radio slowly kicks in, putting out its strange country music while the coffee machine and other processors go about activating.
Oh, this thing better not be broken. Oh, snap. Oh, finally.
All right, y'all. I've got good news and bad news. So to begin our debriefing for everybody, we've been aboard the USCSS Montero for the last 96 days. We've traveled approximately 26 light years, excuse me. As you all remember, we left Anchor Point Station and we're heading towards Stutter's world out in deep space. Negative news for you. We are a little bit shy of that destination yet. Seems to go with here. Currently, we got 200,000 tons of tritium on board. As you all know, that's what we're hauling. This comes down into helium-3 after it's been stored for some time.
Good news, we're still alive, eh? Name blew up.
Yeah, but I'm not too thrilled about these setbacks here.
Yeah, we got to get that fixed. The sooner we get back, the sooner we get paid. The sooner we get paid, the sooner we get back out and get some more.
Yeah, man, the price of helium-3 better not have dropped since we left Anchor Point Station. We really need that cash. I need that cash.
Yeah, this whole trip was a special order. Do you think do you know if it's gonna qualify for that new bonus system they're rolling out?
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway.
Well, I can't tell you if this one is gonna. The word that I got before we got on board is that it would. So unless something's changed, that's well, more money in our pockets. You never know, but feel good.
Well, before we get feeling too good, I suppose I should let you know that I also got a report here that the prices of helium-3 have in fact dropped since we left Anchor Point. Perhaps
Damn.
they'll rise, but
How long did you say it was? 96 days?
that's correct.
Great. Well, something's not working. Best we check it out before it gets worse, right?
Yeah. The Labed cargo lifter has rusty retainer seals, so hopefully we can drop off the Tridum tanks before it breaks down.
What would that mean? Would we be looking at losing time?
It's either time or money.
Time
I
is
ain't
money.
losing either one of those.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna go throw up and get a drink of something that I've got hidden somewhere. And then
Just great.
do what we need to do to get going. So,
Hey, can I have some?
100%.
It is so good to be with you guys again. Awake and all. I'm gonna go see my baby down in the cargo hold, old Daisy. What kind
Yeah.
of noise she makes when she backs into me. You know what I'm saying?
I might call you down there,
Just kidding,
checking things out. Yep, I know. Actually, do you guys hear that?
Yeah. What the hell is that?
What is
Never
that?
a good sign.
The captain and Davis would recognize this to be a proximity alert, meaning that the ship would be on course to collide with an object in space.
Holy fuck.
Nah, don't lose
no.
your pants just yet. It could be another one of those damn picket lines.
Also, the sensors developed some sort of glitch before we left Anchor Point, and they're definitely going to need an overhaul. So let me go check that out now.
Ooh,
Great.
and
The
Captain,
sensors are bad. The engines are shit. What else is new?
well, we're carrying that 200,000 of titanium. I'm gonna go down to the cargo hold, make sure she's holding. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I should go see in case we need to steer out of the way here.
Yeah, Davis, let me know if this is something to pay attention to or if it's just another picket line.
You got it.
So as you set out to do your own duties around the ship, I'd like to know who does what. We'll start by Cam. What do you do?
Immediately going down to see the cargo hold, check out all the cargo, make sure everything's all in order. That is the priority number one.
Excellent. Takes you about a few minutes going down there. Basically, it's the elevator is now powered because there's power to the ship. You are able to go down to the cargo hold area. Notice that indeed the tritium is there and has decayed in most part into the helium-3 that is so needed. Takes you about perhaps 15 minutes to do all of that operation, verify everything, and be sure that at least your precious cargo is still intact. Rai, what would you do?
First step is to go check the sensors.
Excellent. So you go up, more than likely on the bridge of the ship, correct?
Yeah.
Excellent. Anybody following her?
Yeah, I'm headed with her.
Excellent. So Wilson, is it also the direction that Davis would take for in order to verify everything for the sensors?
Yes.
Perfect. So we changed the scene in order to be on the bridge. The first thing that you're going to be doing is you will be verifying. You will be verifying the sensors. So I would like, please, for Rai to roll a Comtech check for me.
Tech check.
Yes.
Cool. There we go.
Perfect. So you're good with computers. This was a standard operation, and as far as you're concerned, it was not this ghost in the machine that you've seen before. It does seem that the sensors did pick something up, though by the size and the readout that it says, it should be visible or at least still be on radar, and it is not. There's also something that catches your attention about the star charts that don't seem to really line up. While she's doing that, Davis, what do you do?
I just want to make sure that whatever the sensor is picking up, maybe it was a glitch, maybe it wasn't. I want to be able to change the course of the ship should I need to if there's something in the way.
Perfect. I will just give me a second. I just want to verify one thing real quick. You will roll for me a piloting check. Perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna push that.
You already have 2 successes. You only need 1.
Oh, I only needed 1.
And extra successes are for stunts.
I will not push that.
That's fine. You notice multiple things.
Yeah.
By now, the Montero should have picked up chatter from Stutter's beacon, which it does not. Second that you notice is that there is a mass heading towards your ship for a second. You don't really notice it at first in the sensors, and almost as if you're looking out the bay view and wondering, hey, why is there a big black spot in front of us where there's no stars? It's all black. You notice that it's actually a bigger ship, unpowered, that is moving towards you. With your piloting check, you're able to happily dodge out of the way, and almost as you do it, the sensors still pick up the presence of that ship again. So it seems that the fact that the ship is unpowered might have been one of the reasons why you'd not picked on it yet. While all of that is happening, Mr. Wilson, what do you do? You're muted, I think.
So, sorry, I have dogs.
It's fine.
Anyways, okay. So, first thing I do, check my mail, see if I've got any updates from the company about anything while I was asleep, so I'm going to do that.
You've received 2 or 3 more emails about the same thing you had as you were leaving.
Okay, fantastic. So nothing new that I'd be surprised about?
Nothing new.
Okay. I'd probably be looking at everybody then and saying, well, guys, if that's a dead ship, we need to take a look at it. Priority needs to be seeing what it is and what it's got on it.
What would you guys do?
Not gonna argue with that.
I mean, we're not really a
anything's better
rescue
than
crew.
going to Sutter.
Can't we just tow it in? Davis, can we hook up to it and just pull it with us?
You want to tow it? Isn't it bigger
Without
than
knowing
us?
what's on it?
The ship is bigger than you, and it's currently drifting away as you're just past it. If your intention is to go back around and catch back to it, I will ask another
I don't know.
piloting check.
Maybe there's some valuable stuff on it. Maybe we should go check it out.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I believe in our contracts there may be a rule that says that if we don't do what this says, we may lose part of our shares. I'm pretty sure.
That's a void of a contract, friends. So we definitely need to go see what's on it. We definitely need to see crew, what they've got in the hold. I like money. Let's do it.
Me
Yeah.
too.
So
Well, I
Davis,
guess let's go find a way to get some money. Davis, can you swing us around, pull us up to it?
You got it.
you can make another piloting check for me, please.
You got it.
Right, can you go ahead and pull
Gentle.
up the comms table? Let me see if I can send a message in to Stutter or someone
Yep.
about...
On it.
Can you make a contact
Maybe
check for
we
me,
could-
Rai? Perfect.
Maybe we should contact the ship, see if anyone's aboard.
All right. So the first thing that you notice, so as you slowly come about and turn, you find something interesting, Rai. What you find is this here. This is the original plan for your route. You are supposed to go from Anchor Point Station all the way to the Stutter's World.
Mm-hmm.
If you check the star charts in where you are right now, this is what you see instead.
Okay.
Indicating that you are nowhere near Stutter's World.
Okay. Guys, something's off here. We are way off course.
What do you mean? How far off course?
She's gonna kind of make room and motion for Davis to come and take a look and point towards the area. It's like, okay, this is where this is Anchor Point. This is Sutter's World. We're over here.
What the hell?
Emergency reroute. What kind of emergency did it say?
Distress signal received. So maybe this, whatever we're checking out.
Maybe we should try and contact the ship and see if there's anyone there.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. Whatever we do, we need to do it quick because we're way off base. This helium is worth money. I got to get this shit back so I get paid. You get paid. Everybody gets paid. It's going to take us time to figure this out anyways. Not only that, fam, but if we try to... standard procedure says is that we pull this back to the closest Weyland-Yutani facility, and that's Anchor Point. And that's more time. So let's not waste time.
Yeah.
Let's figure it out. Get moving.
I don't know if I can... You want me to check the computer? Maybe I can kind of find out from the name of the ship what cargo they were supposedly carrying.
That's definitely a thing that can be done, but right now you do not know the name of the ship. Almost on cue as you're doing that, rounding about, coming back around and near the ship. At first, the ship is nothing more than a silhouette, a vast, jagged shadow adrift in the star-speckled void, a black mass, indistinguishable from darkness around it. Its shape only betrayed by the Montero's floodlights as they sweep across the hall. Panels of scarred plating gleam dully under the harsh beam until finally, letters appear from the dark. USCSS Cronus, stenciled in chipped white along the forward section. The ship itself looks dead. No running lights, no glow, no faint thrum of power radiated from the hull picked up by sensors. The bay view ports are black voids, empty eyes staring into nothing, giving no hint of life or motion within. As the Montero arcs around the drifting vessel, its broken state becomes undeniable. The entire rear half of the ship is missing. A module that was there seems to have been sheared away as if torn from the rest of the body, suggesting a desperate jettison rather than combat. Closer inspection also reveals an unsettling detail. Every lower half airlock along the belly of the Cronus have been destroyed. Their frame mangled and useless, slagged into warped ruins. Each entry point is nothing more than a dead end, sealed not by design, but clearly by violence, from what you can see out by the Bay views. The only viable access lies at the dorsal main airlock, the sole doorway into the ship's hollow corpse. Cam, you did mention that you wanted to go maybe interrogate Mother. Excellent. So while you go do that, I want to know if anybody else is doing anything.
I'm going to try to make comms with home base at least with stutters or anything that might be nearby, but I guess we've known our position, so perhaps calling it in isn't as critical.
Yeah, and you do know that deep space communication normally takes a few days when it's not directly in a sensor range, meaning that, for example, according to the star charts, sending a communication to Stutter's world would probably back and forth take at least 2 or 3 days.
I'm gonna go, I'm not sure if that would be to like the cargo deck, but wherever I need to go to start setting things up for us to pull up and be able to board this other ship.
Excellent. You do know that Cam knows all of the items and equipment that you have for that, so interrogating him about this would probably reveal certain things. Okay. But before you intercept him, he goes in the mother mainframe area. So, Cam, what do you do?
Well, I enter into mother and I feel it behind me and I begin to type.
Excellent. So you may activate mother.
This is always fun. Mother. Right, awaiting command. Okay, very good. Okay, what was the name? Hello, mother. Found vessel. Need to know inventory. Okay. Well, hopefully it's going to be something really good. It's going to make us very rich. All right. USCSS Coolness Science Vessel. Inventory classified. No. Override. Emergency protocols. Alpha Golf 69 Alpha Bravo. Son of a gun. Okay. Let's try something. Get me in trouble. I want to attempt to hack mother just to see. Because I don't like having my family go across the ship into some unknown. Classified means danger. Alright. Rye's gonna kill me. Hopefully. Okay. So far so good. Or flashing light and didn't work. Okay, I'm gonna have to explain this to Captain.
As you're typing that, Wilson, there's a little beep on your tablet indicating that somebody has tried to have illegal accesses to some information on Mother.
Ah, okay. I'm just gonna put that away for right now.
Okay.
This looks like some. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go. I saw that it was Chan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The door is sealed, so you knock on the door?
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh.
Hey.
Listen.
How we doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Yeah. Well, shit. This is time. This is money. I gotta figure out what the hell is going on here. What were you looking for, buddy?
The inventory on the other ship. Apparently it's classified. And I tried my emergency protocol in order to hack into get the inventory. It was denied. And so I decided I should try and attempt to bypass a couple of protocols. Nothing too crazy. I was just looking to get the cargo of the other ship.
What'd you find?
Nothing.
Anything?
terminated. Didn't work. If I went on the other ship, though, and I can access the mother there, or at least a computer, I can probably find out why I was on there.
Well, there's a reason why those things are classified. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
But you know, the time that we're going to go over into the dark, into another ship, come on. It's just safety. What if it was also carrying some, some gas or something lethal? Just saying, I'm just doing my due diligence in order for the protection of the crew.
I'm going to slap him on the shoulder. Nice. Thanks, man. Taking care of things. I like that. That's how we get back.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
But yeah. Okay, I'm done here anyway, so.
Fantastic. Let's go up and see what they're doing up there.
So Cam and Wilson come back. In the meantime, anybody does anything else?
As we disperse our separate ways, I'm going to try to speak to Cam and Rai privately.
Okay, absolutely.
But that doesn't have to be this second.
You can do it now.
Rai would be looking for Cam, so probably I'll run into each other. Hey. Can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. What's happening? Hey, good to see you, Rai.
Hey, yeah, good. You too. How you feeling?
Oh, dry mouth. Sick of always. But
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's always great, isn't it? Actually, yeah, I was hoping you could help me with figure we might as well get ourselves set up to board the other ship, check out what's inside, investigate. I'm on my way to the cargo deck if you want to join me.
Yeah,
territory.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think Captain will let me go with you guys? Over.
I don't see why not.
Like your optimism.
As you're finishing your conversation, you do notice Miller on the corner of the eye, kind of like pointing towards you and motioning for you to just come over.
Rai kind of gives a sidelong look to Cam, just kind of, and then kind of drags herself over. Captain, what can I do?
As this is going on, I'd like to sneak up as much as I can,
sure,
nonchalantly, but
absolutely.
Right, Cam, listen to me for a minute here. I don't know what exactly this has, but, we're all hoping that the thing is packed to the brim with gold and jewels, but I don't quite think it's going to be that. But while we're there, Cam, Rai, look for some items that we can use to put on this ship here. Those damn Saturn J engines that we running are just crap. Shit, if we can siphon any of the fuel, because now it appears we're heading back to where we launched from, back at Anchor Point Station. I'm not going to be reimbursed for this fuel. If y'all see anything there, please try and get it back. Anything of value, anything of use, whatever you view best. And one more thing. Once we leave the confines of this ship, I want y'all to know that Wilson is your CO here, but once we're off that ship, I'm the one that hired you guys. Wilson's here because he has a partial ownership of this ship working for Wei Yu, and I respect him for that. But off this ship, I'm the final authority. Not him. I'm the one who hired you. I'm the one who signs y'all's paychecks. I'm not saying you don't have to listen to him, but I am saying consider who bakes your bread at the end of the day. Y'all feel me? And I'll slap him.
Totally feel you. No, absolutely, Captain. And thank you again for letting me go over to the other side. Not too often that I get to go. So, great.
We'll keep our eyes out.
Good. And I don't know if I'm going to keep Davis back with me or just hold the ship down here myself. I haven't decided yet, but definitely be sending Wilson with y'all. Anyway.
All right. Good, Captain.
Excellent. So Cam Rai, you now go down towards the cargo area where the rest of the inventory, while Cam makes a full display of what can be used. Would you be interested to naming it, please?
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Right. Step right up. This is what we have for our partaking in order to go and bring safety to the other side. Okay, so we have an IRC MK.15 compression suit. We'll need a couple of those. We need that one.
Mhm.
So we'll take a note. We have an M314 motion tracker power supply number 5, not the most updated model, but it's still pretty handy.
It'll do.
Cutting torch. Yeah, definitely. We need that. The what's assuming bolt gun 4 shots. Maybe. Your call, Rye, on that one.
Why not?
All right. Now listen here, Rye. This is top secret, and I can trust you, right?
Of course.
Wear it.
Swear. Yeah. Look, you're the only one on this ship that actually kind of gets me. So
Okay, I can trust you, of course. The M4A3 service pistol. We also have a M240 incinerator unit. But also, that's pretty much it for the weaponry on that ship. This is the only weaponry that I am aware of. It should be here in the cargo hold, okay?
yeah.
Now, everything else is we have a power loader, yeah, and we have a flatbed Daisy. I'm not going to bring Daisy overboard. And that's pretty much it. And then we got the fuel.
Good. Okay.
Important to note that you also have an umbilical that is a 30 feet kind of like pipe that can connect to an airlock. If the other ship had actual airlock that were still intact.
Oh, yeah. And right, you know about the umbilical cord?
Yep, that's what I was kind of here looking for.
Oh,
If we can somehow get this hooked up, with the damage on that ship.
you want me to give a call up to Davis and see if she can find a spot where we can hook up the old umbilical cord to?
Yeah, let's do that.
I'll do that then.
Excellent. So you go up back into the main bridge area. Davis is probably there. Davis, what are you doing? What do they catch you in the middle of doing?
She's got looks like a medication bottle, and she's got it open, and she's kind of going through the contents, and she sees them approaching, and she's gonna just like put it away really quick.
Rye kind of raises an eyebrow. Headache?
Yeah, I always got a real bad headache waking up from cryo, you know?
Yeah. You know what you mean?
Yeah.
Kind of got one myself.
What's up? What can I do for you?
Pilot, listen.
Mm.
We have an umbilical cord that can connect to the other ship. If only you can find a spot for us to connect it to. I don't know if we have to run this, but yeah, we probably have to run this by captain, but that's the idea.
Yeah, I can see if I can find anything. I mean, they look pretty dire over there, though.
I bet
Yeah.
you can. I bet you can. I bet you a cup of coffee.
Bet you something stronger?
Oh, I can probably find something in Wilson's secret stash.
Who knows what's on that other ship?
Yeah. That would be interesting to find out.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So, back on the ship with a semblance of a plan. Back together.
I'd like to approach Wilson if I could. Or
Yeah,
Miller. Yeah.
Yes,
I'd like to talk to myself in the corner.
Time.
Absolutely. It's hydrate time, apparently. Just give me a second.
The vodka burns or what?
What are you drinking?
Yeah, what are you drinking over there? Can I have some?
Oh my god. My body was not ready for that. Okay. So, all right, here we go.
Miller?
Wilson, what do you want?
You ever seen a ship look like that?
I saw some colonial writing on it, so, I mean, it's been floating here in deep space. Who the hell knows what's been happening to it? It
Now,
could have
you've been
been
out here a
perfectly
long
fine.
time. You've been out here a long time, and I've been out here a long time. You ever seen a ship look like that?
Well, I mean, typically, no, not with the back half missing, but again, it's been free floating for who knows how long. A stray asteroid, a rock, anything could happen to it.
Well, this is gonna fuck everything up. This is fuel, this is time, this is everything. So,
You're telling me, brother.
I know you ain't gonna get reimbursed for the fuel. If we're over there and you see something interesting, let's you and me take a look at it and see if we can maybe get back some of the money you're losing on this and I'm losing on this too.
Yeah, you being off schedule comes out of your end, doesn't it? I think
It
you're
does.
speaking my language here.
Fantastic, big man, fantastic. I'll go ahead and slap him on the shoulder and kind of step away.
Yeah. Hey, Wilson, do you plan on being part of the shore party, or are you staying back?
Oh, I'm gonna be part of the shore party. I gotta figure out if there's any logs or anything like that, anything interesting over there. That's my first priority. See if it's worth tugging that piece of garbage back to the space station.
10-4. All right, let's go see if they're ready. We got
Sounds
some
good.
idea how we're gonna do this.
Sorry, I was confused into little buttons for a second. All right. Everybody gathers back around the computer and on the main bridge. At that time, there are two things that you are given by the computer mother that basically did some preliminary scans of that ship that you have. The first will be if you verify in the upper portion of your of the HUD, there should be now a map appearing called Cronus Map. You see it? So these are the floor plans that Mother is able to. I will give it to everybody so everybody can see it. This is the floor plans of the ship given to you by Mother. These are accessible at all times, and this is how you will be tracking where you are on the ship via the little icon that you have in the upper corner, upper right section of the map right here. Give me a second. Just want to be sure that this is... For some reason, pings are not working. Excellent. The other things that you are able to get as far as information from... for that is this plate here. Just give me a few seconds. I will update this and share it with everybody. Which is the technical readout of the Cronus. Just for information, the date it was declared missing is 2110, and you will remember that it is now 2183. So it's been missing for the better part of 70 years.
Whatever's on that ship, more than likely dead.
Yeah.
Crew members.
There are means for there are means to defy time. For example, cryo sleep is one such things. So if there are crew currently still on the ship and are currently in cryo sleep, it would be quite possible for them to still be alive.
Yeah.
That should be our number one priority.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe they
Close
can tell
number
us what
one
the hell happened.
priority. Maybe number two. Somewhere in there. But yeah, we're definitely looking for folks.
they've survived 73 years, so survive another 10 minutes.
Depending on what we find, I mean, they might just end up sleeping there a little bit longer.
She's right. Oh, dogs. Excellent. You will remember, Davis, that as you were spinning around, the only airlock that seems still accessible is the dorsal airlock that sits on the top of the ship. It is not normally made for umbilicals. It can probably be jury-rigged, but that, like, how efficient and safe it'll be will likely depend on you and Rye's abilities. It's not a maneuver that you've ever trained for. Let's just say that.
Hey, Rye, take a look at this. You think we can jury rig something? Get it hooked up?
Yeah, I think we can.
Yeah.
She's gonna kind of look at it. Not a standard operating procedure, but whatever it is.
The other option would be to use the space suits. So you do have suits that allow you to go outside. They have mag boots. They are equipped with communication, headlights, and readings, enabling you to know if a person, like, the state of their health as they are wearing the suit. You have 5 of these that are currently in the inventory of the ship.
I mean, we got a backup option if it doesn't work, but I think we should try it.
Yeah. Save power on the suits.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me take a look at this.
All right.
Excellent. So the intent is to bring the ship about and to extend the umbilical to make it fit?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So that will require 2 checks, and each will require a stun to succeed. Makes sense for everybody? So that means 2 successes for what you need. The first will be a piloting check for from Davis to see if she can get in position, and she does. So you're able to match the position, everything like that. Pulling out the umbilical, extending it is a bit harder. You push and you succeed without acquiring any stress. While acquiring at least 1 of stress, because you pushed. So excellent. It takes about 30 minutes of going about, repositioning, positioning. Sorry, Rye. I said Comtech. It's heavy machinery. It's not Comtech.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah,
so
that's different.
I will at least remove the stress you've accrued from that push. Here we go. That's done.
All right, we'll try this. Now we'll probably get it back.
Not a problem. Sadly, pushing it does not yield any result. You're faced with a choice. You can either go ahead and still do the maneuver, which will incur severe damage to the umbilical, meaning it will probably be not usable again after you finish this. You'll be able to make it safe for people to go through, but you'll have to jettison it afterwards. Or you can try another approach.
Yeah, so we can probably get through here, but it's going to cost us the umbilical. So we can either do that if we just want to get on there as quick as possible, or I guess we can use the suits if we prefer to go that direction.
Some words that, of course, the captain overhears.
I mean, personally, I'd rather have you.
Remind me again how much that umbilical costs?
I believe the price was about $500,000, Captain.
When was the ship? 2110. So is this the same model that ship could have on it? Are we possible to recover another one from this other ship?
It's possible. Even if they don't have the updated tech, we can, I don't know, I can see what I can do to adapt it, but there's no guarantee.
This goddamn ship is already costing us money.
Wilson, is there any way that we can, perhaps run a list of expenses that have been involved in this procedure? I've realized I'm not guaranteed any refunds, but I would like to have a somewhat of a record.
100%. Go ahead and write that down. I'm going to need it itemized, and I'm going to need it to be pretty specific. That's the only way that we're going to have a chance of getting this back. So,
And this
make
is
sure
where
that you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's.
and this is where you regret having no synthetic on board.
That would have helped a lot if we had a skin job.
Yeah, but they're a little more expensive than just paying someone by the job, Well,
listen,
So
I know just the same as you.
So, Captain, what is your decision?
let's go ahead and ramrod it. Shove the umbilical through. We'll get a new one later.
You got it, Captain.
Excellent. So you hear a very noticeable groan of metal on metal, the dragging of as it drags on another surface. It reverberates throughout the hull of the ship, and then your ship comes to a sudden halt. Everybody's like almost thrown to the side, if it was not from the fact that you were expecting it at the very least. And finally, the connection seems to have been made. From the readouts that you see on the computer, you do notice that it seems to be properly pressurized.
Yep. Okay. Pressure's good. Should be safe for us to cross in.
I never had a doubt, Rye.
Thanks, Cam.
All right, suit up. Here's the suit.
Excellent. So you distribute suits to everybody?
Remember, check the oxygen levels. Make sure there's no leak. Don't know if we're going to find some oxygen on the other side, so just prepare for the worst.
Excellent. So everybody gets a spacesuit, which confers no... wait, now give me a second. That's a lie. So I'm going to give out the spacesuits and equip them to you. So who's going? That's the first question, actually. Okay, so Cam will get a spacesuit, and Rye will get a spacesuit. Anybody else?
I'm headed
Hey,
over.
Miller.
Okay.
I want to go. Can I go?
Well, what if we need to do something here on the ship? I was kind of going to leave you here. Isn't it a captain's duty to go?
Okay.
5 will do more searching and get shit done quicker than 4.
It's true.
But
And
if
it's less
anything
boring.
happened to David, who's going to fly the ship?
I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, yeah, it's really hard, actually. Nobody can do it except for me.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon if you need to come, then I suppose we can make do with it. Lock the ship down, though. Tighten it up. I don't want anybody boarding us while we're gone. Not that I expect that to happen, but this is my
This is
baby
going to be a
after all.
cakewalk. This is going to be a cakewalk, folks. We get in there, we look around, we get the hell out.
David,
Anything
now that
useful?
you're coming over, you can stand behind me, and whatever danger comes, I'll take the first hit, because you are a ticket home and you're more valuable than me.
Are you sure you don't need me to protect you, Cam?
That very may be, but it's okay.
All right.
Let's do this.
That being said, you still have some equipment to distribute. Anything else that you wish to give out to other people?
Cam Cam will take Captain aside and say, Cap, we do have some armory on board. What would you like done with that?
I suppose we need to take him. Definitely equip Davis. And definitely don't equip Wilson.
Okay, good. We'll disperse them very discreetly and make sure that Wilson doesn't see.
You will be handing out which one?
We will be putting out there is the Watasumi bolt gun.
Okay. Who are you giving it that to?
Captain?
You're giving it to the captain?
No, I'm waiting for the captain to
Please,
decide.
The bolt gun, just for clarification, is a gun that fires hot slags in order to bolt something on the wall. That's what it is. You have tools. Same thing, like the cutting torch can also double as a weapon, but it's a tool.
So probably things that I'd be familiar with using.
Yes. Even the incinerator is a tool normally used on the ship for vermin, to get either vermin or like some of the environment off or anything of the sort. The only thing that's probably locked into a safe or anything like that would probably be the M4A3 service pistol.
Captain, do you want the pistol? Who do you want to assign the pistol?
Yeah, go ahead and give Davis the pistol. Feel free to take any of the tools you want to use, but let's just hope we won't need anything like that.
Oh, fair enough. But yeah, we'll bring all the tools. Don't worry.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And you're doing this hush so that Wilson doesn't see, correct?
I wouldn't say overly seditious, but
Okay. So I will leave it up to Wilson to know to let me know if to decide if he's seen it or not. Excellent. The gun, the M4A3 is on Leah Davis's equipment. What about the rest? The cutting tool. Who's taking that? Cam will be taking the cutting tool. Perfect.
I'll take the bolt gun thing.
The bolt gun. Excellent. Here we go. You still have the motion tracker and the flamer that have not been claimed.
Or this is the standard protocol, bringing the tools of the motion tracker and also the flamer. Don't worry, Captain. We're bringing all the tools and the weapons, and I guess I will be carrying them in my backpack.
So Cam's taking the motion tracker? Excellent. So Cam, you have the motion tracker, and you'll notice, just give me a few seconds. I'll do that right here. Where is it? The little tracker icon will be beside you right here. So we all know that you have the tracker. Perfect. And who's taking the incinerator?
I can take it.
Excellent. I will give it to you. Perfect. Everything is in the inventory now.
Great.
So, give me a few seconds.
Before we head over, I would like to kind of lead Cam aside.
Yes, absolutely.
Subtly, not bringing much. You know, I hand over the flask. Cam.
Hey.
So we're heading over there, right?
There.
We're all going, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we get over there, I just want to ask a quick favor.
Sure, anything.
Nothing big, you know, just as quick as accessing a computer.
Yeah, of course. That's what I brought as number one for me. I want to find out the inventory. Yeah.
Yeah. If you find anything interesting, why don't you go ahead and show that to me?
Absolutely. I don't see why not.
I don't either. I feel like that. Do you feel that in your pocket?
Hello.
No, the other pocket, friend.
Oh.
Yeah.
This one here.
Yeah. It's empty now, but I think it's going to be full later. So,
Ah,
all right.
okay. Like
Thanks,
when
buddy.
later? Like after we get off the ship?
Yeah. Like when we get back.
Oh, okay. All right, I
Don't you
remember
worry
this.
though. I
Remember this.
got something on the ship for you.
All right, fantastic. No problem, Wilson. Anytime.
Thank you, buddy.
Excellent. Anybody else before we leave?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I'd like to just try to talk to Davis for a sec. You ready for this?
Yeah, finally something to break up the monotony.
Right.
This is wild.
Yeah. Hey, listen, she kind of looks around. You know, these guys are just gonna be guys.
Yeah, they always are.
Yeah, and any chance they can get to screw us over, probably gonna take. So, just wanted to level with you for a second before we go in there. I got your back. You got mine.
Totally. Yeah, you know I'm not gonna let them screw us over.
Yeah, didn't think you would. You control the ship after all. I control the inside.
That's right, nobody goes anywhere without us.
That's right.
Miller's got my back anyways, you know?
You think?
Yeah.
Well, that makes one of us. Kind of feel like he eats my guts.
He kind of hates everyone.
Guess that's just, comes
It's part of
with-
his charm.
Yeah, charm's one word for it.
Yeah, you can say that again.
And, actually, you're not sick or anything, are you?
Sick? No.
Okay. Just,
You sick?
no. I mean, cryo sickness, but that's probably all of us.
Yeah, it's all of us.
All right. Well, let's go then.
Onward.
Excellent. So, the hatch leading to the umbilical is not a site for comfort. Umbilicals are made more or less of a steel platform at the bottom, and the rest is pretty much just fabric that seems to be expanded by the pull of the void beyond. Gives you the impression that you're walking in space under a tarp, or at least inspires the very much same confidence that it does. For that, I would like everybody to gain 1 stress. And you head out into the void. It's a short step, maybe 30 feet at most, 40. It does seem quite bigger for other people and everything like that, for persons that are perhaps a bit less courageous. Specifically, since everywhere around you in the umbilical that you see is the void of space, a planet off in the distance looming. It's unnerving. The main airlock looms like a scar on the top of the ship. A heavy blast door that once promised safety from the void, now it tells a different story. The steel around the frame is scorched black. The edges bubbled and warped from crude welding job meant to seal it shut. It seemed that somebody used a torch, at the very least, to try to force it shut. Thick seams, a fused metal run jaggedly along the hatch, ugly and uneven. It's not a beautiful job. It was made in haste, and the work seems to have been made in a desperate haste rather than precision. For a moment, you imagine the crew here, their hands shaking as they try to lock something out. but the seal didn't hold. The airlock bears a brutal evidence of force from the outside where you are now standing. The person that is closest to the door can also feel the pull of the oxygen from the Montero as your own system and oxygen seems to be feeding an oxygen and an atmosphere into the ship. On your side, Rai, being the technical, the technician of the Montero, you do know that if this keeps up, the Montero's air filters will give way. So you will either need to have some kind of mean to restore atmosphere to the ship, or another means to breathe. You do remember, though, that all of your suits have helmets and other things. Do you do anything?
I'm just gonna say to everyone, we should be wary of the atmosphere here. Seems like the Montero is feeding the ship.
Yeah, of course. Whatever you say.
The airlock bears brutal evidence of force from the outside where you are standing. Metal plating has been bent inward like peeled tin. The welds snapped and torn by enormous strength. Sharp shards of broken steel jut into the corridor beyond that you see, like almost like fangs, catching the dim light in a cruel reflection. Scratches score the outer surface of the heavy door, long furrows gouged into the alloy. Marks too deep to have come from a human hand and too precise to have been an explosion. Or a power tool, maybe. What can be seen of the floor inside the small area and the door, basically not big enough for someone to pass through right now, is littered with the aftermath of whatever happened here. Twisted fragment of welding slag, a broken torch left abandoned in a pool of dried rust-brown liquid, and more importantly, what seems to be the slouched form of a person in a spacesuit. Its leg barely visible at the edge of vision. The hatch gapes slightly, open now, no wide enough for a person to crawl, but just enough to see the raw violence that birthed the breach. Standing before it, the silence is heavy, and you can't shake the suffocating sense that something clawed and fought its way into the ship, and perhaps never left.
Hey, Miller.
Yeah, what's up, Wilson?
You think that's from 70 years of running around in deep space? You ever seen anything like that, brother?
I don't suppose that I've seen a rock claw its way into something, nor a weld be made to prevent an asteroid from breaching.
There better be money in this.
Rai's gonna kind of go down next to the person.
The body is within, so basically you do need to open with the torch the door of the...
Oh, okay.
So,
well, I've got that.
And the airlock is currently, like, if you... From your expertise and Cam's expertise, you do know that if you bring a blowtorch to that door, the only thing stopping the rest of the ship from depressurizing is the umbilical.
Okay. Is there any other way inside?
Yeah, is there another way inside of the air cargo duct?
Should be kind of looking around for any other.
You do remember that there were 4 access points in the ship at the bottom, but all of these access ports were destroyed.
I'm gonna kneel down next to Rai. Is this atmospheric sucking the ship, vampirizing our ship? Is that going to be a problem for getting home?
Depends on how long we stay in here. We should probably make it quick.
Okay. You think that unhooking the umbilical would stop that from happening?
Yeah, it would. Definitely got to suit up then.
It's also a matter of who does the job and how well it is done on the door itself.
The pressure is also kind of a delicate situation here.
Yeah.
So messing with the umbilical does pose a risk there.
Well, you're the best I've seen. You're the best we got. Let's make it happen. It's
All right.
this is gonna go a long way to the success of our mission. And I'm gonna kind of slap her on the shoulder and you got this. Step away.
Excellent. So, Rye, what do you decide to do?
She's gonna kind of investigate detaching the umbilical. How is what the best way to do that would be without risking this whole.
At this point, detaching the umbilical means jettisoning it and letting it drift into space. The damage that was done by the approach has pretty much ruined it, and it will not be practical again if you remove the ship. Meaning that you will need to do your investigation inside with spacesuits in 0G and no atmosphere.
Yeah. Do we have a way?
The alternative is to try and open it open and pray to God that the umbilical holds.
All right. Yeah. I believe that Wilson's concerns were for preserving the atmosphere on the Montero. So should probably announce to the rest of the crew, though. All right, we've got two options here, and we got one to get in this way. I've got the torch. I can get us in, but at that point, the only thing maintaining the pressure on the ship's probably going to be the umbilical. If we're more concerned about preserving atmosphere, we can try to jettison the umbilical out. But it's risky either way. What do you guys think?
We're not jettisoning out the thing that we just burned up to get in there. That's a complete waste. We should have just went in on suits alone if that's the option.
All right, torch it down it is.
Okay.
Excellent. So you approach the door and start working on it. Can I please ask for a heavy machinery check?
Yep.
No.
It's a rough job, and
I might as well. I guess I can push it.
if you wish. Oops, that's not supposed to start playing. Nobody heard nothing. Excellent. In the stressful situation, you're able to finally liberate, kind of like make a space enough, a panel moves away. You do have 2 successes, so you can make it so that the door itself is there's as little damage as possible on the door if you wish. Excellent. The door opens before you, revealing the inside of the ship, only lit by the torches that you have on your suit. As you approach the corpse, and I'm just going to do one thing here. Just give me a second. Yes. The corpse is slumped against the bulkhead like a discarded doll. Its spacesuit seems to be torn and darkened by age, and blood, except its left leg, that was visible from the outside, showing faded colors due to prolonged exposure to light. The glass of the helmet is caved inwards, shattered edge jutting like jagged teeth around the ring of the collar. Where the man's head should have been is only ruin. An explosion of gore and pulverized bones smeared in a wide spray across the wall behind him. The scene of a violent death that took place long ago, frozen in the void of space. At his side rests a battered shotgun, its magazine empty and a single empty shell not too far on the floor. Would you do anything else?
Definitely gonna take the shotgun.
Excellent. It's rusted from like you can check it and like you try cranking it and the prolonged exposure to the void of space as almost like the frozen outside has jammed it in place. It's not usable.
Possibly just scrap it for parts. Anyway.
There's other ways to fire that gun, Joe.
Anybody
Makes
else
you wonder what they're
concerned?
trying to do out.
Not to mention they're wearing their helmets indoors. Seems like the problems weren't immediate but ongoing.
What is up with the weird cutting on the outside of the ship and then welding on the inside? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Did they shut off the atmosphere, or did it get shut off?
These all seem like secondary questions to figuring out how this fucking guy died. This just amped up a notch. So let's focus on finding survivors now. It's gotta be.
Excellent. Before you was... Oh, yes, right?
Oh, I was just gonna say that I think she's gonna try to look for any kind of environmental controls, see if there's anything they can switch back on, if there was anything switched off.
Before we step from the body.
Sorry, what did you say, Miller?
I was saying, before we step from the body, can we discern if by chance he had, chosen his last meal as a shotgun shell? Is there buckshot on the wall behind him or anything?
The first thing that you notice, Rye, is that there is only minimal power to the ship. It doesn't seem that there's no like light bulbs open or anything like that. The only running power it has is from the motion sensors detected by Mother, the onboard computer. Nothing else seems to be relevant inside the ship. You also notice, and it's why the air inside the ship, like as you're stepping in, is very, very cold, like dead of winter cold. You don't see any running water. Everything seems to be frozen on the bulkheads and everything like that. There's no light opened or anything. Short of reactivating the generator, the engine of the ship, or interfacing with Mother and hoping that she can do it on her side, the ship will probably stay in the state that it is in. As for Miller, you examine the body and it suggests that something isn't quite right. The man's arms appear strangely long, just enough to look off, as if the proportion of his body had been subtly stretched. The compression suit stained around the forearm, fabric split along the seam in a way that doesn't exactly match the rest of the wear and tear of the suit. It's easy to dismiss the damage from a struggle, but the longer you look, the harder it is to ignore the quiet wrongness of the figure, an impression that the body inside the suit doesn't fit the shape it was meant to. Observing the head, it does seem that the head has been removed clean off from the upper jaw and up, more or less indicating that likely the barrel was inserted inside the mouth and the person decided to shoot themselves.
Well, fuck, I don't want to look at this anymore. Rye, what do you think? Can we get the Can we restore power to the ship? Is there any way that this might be functional? I don't want us constantly draining the Montero of more resources.
Got a couple options to look at. My first thing's going to be to try to interface with Mother on the ship. And then, failing that, we can check the generators, see if we can get them to power back on. But first up, the computer.
I will also just remind Cam, the motion sensor needs to be turned on, and it's turned on for a scene. What I mean by that is if you decide to use it, it rolls for power, has a chance to lose power, and is only usable for one scene. And then you need to reactivate. This is how it is drained from its power. So my question is, would you be using the motion sensor right now?
Now, in terms of onboarding part of safety protocol, now does that mean that we should turn on the motion detector tracker? Captain, the motion tracker, do we turn it on immediately right now? I don't do too many onboarding party protocols.
Yeah, that's right. You're kind of new to all this, right? Well, I mean, we can. I don't think there's too much could be alive on this ship. Nothing looks like it's unsustainable for life situations. So, but I don't know. Wilson, what do you think?
Oh, well. I think that we should save as much juice on that as we can. Obviously, this one's not moving. So let's go a little farther in and I don't know.
Oops, sorry. That was me rolling something that I shouldn't have. Forget that. Ignore this.
All right. Sounds like a plan. And then that way, now, it was also mentioned about the cryo chamber for the potential crew. Just want to know if that is still on the list of priorities.
Let's label
Well, what do
down
you
the
think?
crew in cryo into priority 2 or 3. Let's see if we can stabilize what we got. Maybe take a look about what they got. Then we'll see about who might be sleeping still.
All right. Good. In that case, then.
Excellent. So you slowly head down this main staircase of the airlock that you are on. I will, in the Cronus map, I will be using Miller's token to represent the active location that you guys are right now. Okay? This is where you are. I'm going to do a thing here. And I will be changing this here to... give me a second. Where is it? That's what happened when you have tons of maps and...
Also, Rise first thing, as soon as she can find a station to try to connect with the computer, she's going to do that.
Excellent. So you do know that if you want to do that, that would require you entering Mother's mainframe. So if you verify the map, it's not too far from where you are, the Mother 2000 mainframe from where you are. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm going to break off from the group to do that.
Excellent. So you slowly head down. You basically, there's doors that are open. Some of them are closed. So from the main...
Whoa. Where the fuck are you going, Rye? Are we
Checking the
splitting up
computer.
now? Is that what's happening?
Thought we wanted to get these systems back online as soon as possible. Preserve the atmosphere.
Wrong one.
What do you think, Miller? Listen, we've got a dead person here. Looks like a self-inflicted wound. Do we want to be running off by ourselves?
It's no sweat off my
I
back.
can go with her if you want.
I'll go with her. Come along, Davis.
All right.
But if David's going that way, then I'll be going as well. I did make a promise to her that I would stand in front just in case. Now, Miller, Captain, are we all going or what?
I guess we can
I'm
all
cool.
hold hands with each other for a minute till everybody gets their nerves settled.
Okay, I'm just doing my job here. If you want me to do something different, just let me know. But otherwise, I'd like to make sure that we can all breathe.
Well, the
which is a
nature of
noble
what's
thing.
going on here just changed, right? This went from a prevention to a triage. It looks like there's no profit in being dead, right? None at all.
High risk, high reward.
The halls of the
Right.
Cronus are tomb-like, suffocating in their silence. Without power, the ship lies in almost absolute darkness, broken only by the pale sweep of your flashlight beams across corroded steel and peeling insulation. The long corridor stretched into what seems to be like black infinity. Their walls lined by dormant pipes, bulkhead gape like rusting jaws, painting flake and stripes that curls like dead skin, while frozen condensation glitters into what like and light that you offer to the overhead duct. Floor grates rattle under the boots of your EVA suits, carrying the hollow clang deep down into unseen maintenance shafts and other nook and crannies of the ship, seeming to almost return for an echo that you're far too not ready to receive. Abandoned tools and overturned containers litter the passageways, muted reminders of work left unfinished in haste, frozen in time since the ship's last breath of power. Your readouts indicates that there is very little oxygen. Venturing further from this access point from which the Montero is currently inpouring oxygen into the ship will more than likely cause suffocation. And at the present, some of you might even start feeling lightheaded. As you move deeper, the corridor seems to be stretching endlessly into a labyrinth of metal coffin. What do you do?
With the oxygen level in our suits.
You move slowly close to the mother mainframe, passing an open door, basically like the bulkhead where you just dropped into from the main airlock above, has two doors, one leading to the front and one leading to the back. Both stand open. You do know that it is surrounded by hallways going around the length of the ship, and there's multiple doors that normally can be closed in case of a breach of the hull or anything to isolate a part of the ship. It seems that whatever happened did not cause these doors to close. So as far as you're concerned, other than the door upstairs and maybe closing off these two doors of that room, you might be able to seal off the oxygen leak and contain it there. Right across the hall, just further up, there is the door leading to the mainframe where Rai, you do slowly approach under the careful watch of the rest of your crew. The door stands closed with a single datapad requiring an access key to open. You do not have that key.
Well, needs a code. We don't have it. But maybe while we're up here, we can seal off that leak.
Okay, get right on that.
Maybe if we look through some of the crew stuff, we'll find the code.
That too?
Someone wrote it down or something.
It's not a code. It really is a key card that is required in order to open it.
Well, then maybe we can find a key card.
Yeah.
Kayla, can we leave y'all here? And Miller, Leah, can we head on up to the bridge? Perhaps we'll find a key card there. See a few things going on. Do we have like comms with one another?
You do have comms on the suits themselves.
Okay.
Fine by me.
Works for me. Hey, Cam, why don't you keep Rye safe?
Well, if you insist. But if you need some help, you know who to call.
You'll be the first I call.
I got your back. Don't worry. I got your back.
Thanks,
Sure makes me doesn't
pal.
die.
All right. So I want to know who goes in what direction. Davis,
So
yes.
I think Miller and I are going towards the bridge.
Which is one level lower.
Okay.
You do know that if you verify the Cronus map, there are elevators here and here, but given the current state of the power, they're probably not working, which means the two access points to go to the lower deck are either the main stairwell here, and if you look in that direction, because you have a direct line basically seeing the door stands shut, or the junction room right at the other end of the ship. I will remind you that you do have a blowtorch if you want to torch down some of these doors and being sure that they give way, but it is a very loud affair.
You said the stairwell is sealed shut?
Yes, the door leading to the stairwell is currently shut.
Where to, Miller?
Well, I mean, we can cut through or we can take the long way. I don't know.
Don't want to mess with stuff too much.
Yeah,
Maybe
I don't
we
want to
should go
compromise
see if there's
anything
an
we're
open
trying
path.
to fix. Yeah, let's circle around, take the long route. Try and do it quickly, though. Hey, Jam,
You got
let me hold on to that motion sensor, please.
Okay. I got the motion sensor. You want me to turn it on?
No, I want to take it with me.
Okay, here you go.
Oh no. Yeah, your privileges were revoked. Excellent. So do you hand it up to him?
I do, and it was fun while it lasted. And then-
Excellent. I will give you the motion detector, Miller.
I'm going to look over at Cam and I'm going to kind of just raise one eyebrow.
And Cam will go onto the mask.
Perfect.
So, Miller and Davis are heading out in their direction, leaving Rye, Wilson, and Cam. What is your current objective?
Firstly, sealing the oxygen leak.
Excellent. So you will stay here and fix the area with the blowtorch and being sure that it is. Perfect. And what about Wilson?
Wilson is going to... I'm actually going to go try and catch up with Miller and Davis as they go down to the next level down.
Excellent.
You two take care. I got something that I've got to check per policy.
All right.
But if it's per policy, then.
Absolutely. Excellent. So I will start by having Rye and Sham both roll a heavy machinery check.
What could it have
That
machinery?
is one.
Perfect. Due to stress, Rye, you're still a bit shaking. It's been a lot of things that happened to you, and you're like and succeeding to do whatever you were trying to do. It takes about 15 minutes, I would say, to be able to repair these doors, being sure that they can be dragged shut in order to seal that access point, in order to give some much needed help and brake to the atmosphere compressor of the Montero. Meanwhile, we have Miller, Wilson, and Davis slowly advancing into the halls of the ship. You basically move towards the back of the ship and take a left or right at your choice. Basically at that
Always
intersection
left.
here. Are you going here or here?
Right.
Excellent. So you're heading here. So what we're going to do is Miller is going to be the group 1, and we're going to be taking Cam for group 2. That stays here. Excellent. So again, the hallways are eerily quiet. It's unnerving to be in a spaceship with no noise or background sound or any machinery or any oxygen being pumped or anything of the sort. Short of the sound of Rye and Cam working, you don't really hear anything as you're slowly moving away.
Am I seeing damage on the walls? Anything close to what we saw at the entrance?
You can make an observational check for me, please. From what you can see, there's no plasma score. There's no outright tear in the walls or anything of the sort. It seems that whatever happened here had no interest. There's no actual fighting that happened in the hallways. Your group slowly makes their way down to the main junction here. Again, it's very dark, so you're basically going about at flashlight at this point. You reach the main access from one side to the other of the ship, where there's the elevator. So you do see on your right an elevator door that is closed. Strangely enough, if you check on your left, the elevator doors are currently opened. But it will require traversing the entirety of that big hallway and heading towards here in order to see whatever happened. Do you do anything?
Davis, you feeling lucky?
Always. Want to check it out?
Let's do it.
Excellent. Miller, do you follow?
Indeed.
Excellent. So you head all the way down to where this elevator shaft is opened, crossing the entirety of the big hallway, the main hallway, and access point. You have a feeling that this is normally the place where most people transit through, as it is where the elevators are. Give me a second. So the doors are opened. There is no secondary doors for an elevator, meaning that it is not on this level. And since there's no power, it is more than likely crashed down at the bottom of the shaft. If you take a second and peer over, you do see what seems to be with a flashlight looking down, what seems to be the leftovers of a crashed elevator cart that sits now 3 stories below where you currently are. You're basically on deck A, B, C, D. So on deck D, currently crashed down there.
Long way down.
That's the stuff of nightmares right there.
I mean, could be a wild, fun ride.
I'll get it. I swear I'll get it. Okay.
What do you think, Miller? This could be a quick way down.
Not a way that I'd be interested in taking, but you're not wrong.
Well, I'll defer to the captain. I just, my credo, my friend. Time is money. Time is money.
Agreed. Let's get to the bridge.
And by what way do you decide to go?
I'm going to wink at Davis and kind of knock my head towards the back. Doesn't look like a good day for a broken leg, does it?
I'll get it.
I mean, you want us flying out of here safe. Broken leg, probably not going to be very useful.
I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder real quick, look her right in the eye, and I'm gonna say, "How you doing?"
Living the dream, Wilson.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'll just give her a wink and then start walking towards the back.
Okay. You slowly go back towards where you originally were in front of the access point to the cryo chambers. It is a small passageway. You do know that there's 3 doors that would normally be opened, or at least opening at your presence by the motion detectors. You do notice at this point they stand closed. More noticeable than anything else is the one centered in the middle, the one that you need to actually go through in order to reach junction A2, is marked by scores of scratch marks, as if something tried to claw its way in.
I don't know what to make of this.
Yeah, this whole thing is spooky.
Is that a loader, a hand tool? Is the door, if I put my hands to it, does it give at all?
It would require a tool or something of the sort. If it was easy to pry open, you have a feeling that whatever was clawing its way in would have succeeded. There's some degree of pressure in the door itself, kind of like closing it in. That needs to be relieved in order for that to move and to open the door, or maybe a lock or something like that. Nothing that can be done without a power tool or anything. While you're looking at that, Cam, Rye, you're working and your job is well done. After a few seconds, Rye, on the corner of your senses, you feel as if you're watched. You turn rapidly and it's only darkness in the hallway. You thought that maybe your friends were coming back, but no.
Hey, Cam.
Yes, Rye.
Ever get that feeling like you're being watched?
I only get that feeling when someone's peeing on me. But why? Why you feeling? You feeling like you're being watched?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a feeling. It could just be paranoia setting in. I don't know. Something's off about this whole thing.
Okay. Cam's gonna do like a little search with a searchlight and kind of observe around.
You can make an observation check. That is succeeded with an extra success. Do you wish to push it? And if you do, in which way?
I want to push it. For success.
Sorry. So you already have 2 successes. Do you want to have a stun? Do you want to make a stun?
Oh, like a stunt. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll push it.
No, you don't need to push it.
Oh, damn it. Oh, sorry.
It's fine. There, it's fixed.
Okay.
So you notice that there are a bit more blinking lights than before, as if some kind of motion detector had picked up on your presence on the ship. You're not exactly sure what happens until it does. And same thing for the people that are at the other end of the ship. Right now, the doors are closed and you are inside the ship, basically at the safety of any depressurization or anything of the sort that could happen. You hear the following. all of you.
The engine is starting up.
How's that?
Oh, that's not.
The thrusters of the Cronus blare into action as if they were before. You hear the groan of metal as the umbilical above tears away. You are thrown to the bulkhead and on the side as the sudden trusting of movement surprises all of you. And this is where we'll be taking our bio break.
Oh, damn. Oh, David, you should have stayed on the ship.
Oh man, I feel great.
Everybody
Woo!
feels great. All right, so we will be having a short break. Hang tight because we'll be back for the giveaways, and then we'll be back for the second section of this Alien Chariots of the Gods. So hang tight, and we'll see you in about 5 to 10 minutes. 15 minutes for the rest of the players, and 5 to 10 for everybody else. See you shortly.
Copy.
All right, we are back momentarily for the giveaways because it is our first year anniversary for the stream, and we are doing giveaways. So we have basically 4 giveaways. One for a Foundry VTT license, given graciously to us by Foundry VTT themselves, and Paizo also offered us a copy of the core, PDF copy of the core Player's Handbook 1 and 2, and also a copy of their latest book, Battle Cry, which we'll be doing as a giveaway. And so, to be sure that everybody is on point with that, I have a list. They are numbered, and I have people with me here that will be able to give us numbers. So that's actually interesting. So that way, my players will be the last, basically deciding on the numbers that we have. Just letting you also know, this is done across 4 channels. Mortal Rolls, myself, Commodore Zed, and Ticking Time Bob. Which reminds me, I need to check something real quick about that here. Here we go. Let me just bring that up. I'm just checking a few things just to be sure that everything is set up. Okay, so guys, question: should we start by the handbooks or should we start with the Foundry? With the Foundry license, which one should we start with?
Oh, let's go with the books.
Let's go with the books. All right. So for the matter, because Pathfinder has core 1 and 2, we'll make the first one being the 2 Player's Handbook. So if your name is picked for that one, you will be gaining a digital copy of the Core Player 1 and Core Player 2. So I think I should end that off to one of my fellow Dungeon Masters. So I mean, either User or Tone, which between you two, like, give me a number between 1 and 79. It's not 69, Tone.
User, I think we should play our favorite number in unison.
Which one?
69, dude.
69. All right. So, without further ado, and doing a drum roll, the winner for the Player's Handbook Core 1 and 2 is La Sombruja from, I believe, from the Ticking Time Bob. From the Ticking Time Bob gaming channel. So La Sombruja, I will let Bob know that one of his subscribers have won one of these beautiful book. Excellent. Yes, Case was just like 69, absolutely. All right. Then a copy of their latest book, Battle Cry. So Tone, you decided this one. User, give me a number now between 1 and 78.
55.
55. For Battle Cry, this 55 will be with an outstanding amount of subscriptions. I Sell Cabbage has just won a copy of the Battle Cry handbook. I feel that this is something that the Mortal Roll people will be able to let him know. So excellent. So I Sell Cabbages has just won with an outstanding amount of subscriptions. Just like, honestly, like, that's amazing. All right, which leaves us with the Foundry VTT license. Can you give me, I'd say, let's go with either Cleansing Rain or Sarah, a number between 1 and 77.
17.
17 brings us. Chase is like 77. All right, 17. Just give me a second. That's 10. I just need to recount my brain because that doesn't That's 10. All the get off game. We have Nex Ale that won the Foundry VTT license. Nex Ale, if you are in chat,
Nice.
you just deserved yourself a Foundry VTT license. I want to thank everybody that participated in this giveaway. I also want to let people know that we are looking forward into more than likely trying to make that a monthly-ish, twice a month, once every 2 months giveaways,
Not weekly.
but that's not by. No, it's not. No, it's not bi-weekly. No, it's not. It would be awesome to be able to do that, but that's not something that we can do.
Bi-weekly,
yes.
like twice a week.
Yes, twice a week. That would be amazing. Of course, all the giveaways and all the information. I can say a lot of shit here on stream, but, you know, at the end of the day, the only thing that is important is what's going to be written on our website. If you have not visited it yet, check it out on critcrafters.com. Critcrafters.tv. All of the information will be able to be there. There's also this is also the touch point to be able to see our socials, join our Discord. All the information is centralized there, and you'll also be able to see a lot of information on the current campaigns, their schedule, and direct access to their playlist on the website directly. All right. I'm just going to take quick note of all of that, just to be sure that because I don't want to rewatch a VOD in order to remind me who won what. Foundry, VTT, Nexel, we got I Sell Cabbages for Battlecry. And La Sombruja for the Player Core. All right. That being said, and now out of the way, we can return to the serious matters at hand. Let me just break the mood here and bring back some more terrible, terrible things. Last we left off. Yeah. TP. Why am I the only one? No one... Jensen is sending... Did you guys hear anything?
No.
So I'm apparently the only one who can hear jump scare, and I've been jumping. I've been like, ah!
I see like a little pop up above your head, but I don't hear nothing.
Jensen's been like, this is the best. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Hey, I got a new idea. How about we just jump scare crit from now on? No jump scares anymore.
This will be changed. This will be changed. So people, hydrates. Thank you so much for the hydrates. Thank you so much.
Crit, now has a stress level of about 27, right?
Yes. A stress level of 27. Absolutely. Better than ever, the sippy cup. If you... Jensen, stop. He keeps doing jump scare. I hate it. I hate it so much. All right.
Yay, Jensen!
Here.
All right. Last we left off, our party was separated. We had the Captain Miller with the pilot Davis and the company agent liaison Wilson together towards the cryotube. They were looking for a way to reach the deck B just below where they are in order to reach the cockpit of the spaceship. Thank you so much for the hydrates. I really appreciate it. Hydrate in shame. I'm never ashamed. It's fine. I'm good. I fully embrace the fact that I'm a scaredy cat. I love horror music, horror movies.
Stay hydrated.
Yes, I'm staying hydrated. Thank you so much. Okay. I was surprised it didn't happen before. The rest of our party, Rai and Cam, were staying together near the airlock where the umbilical had just ripped, and they would now quickly see if the welding that they did the job. So, we will get back to this.
The engine is starting up.
hell did you guys do? Did you guys start the ship?
I thought that was you.
You were sealing the door.
We didn't touch the engines.
As you're having that discussion, give me a few seconds. I just want to do one thing here. The silence of the ship is broken by a faint hiss, almost too soft to notice at first. That was what was nagging at the back of your head, Rye, as you were watching around and you had the impression that someone else was maybe there. Then the shift becomes undeniable. A low groan reverberates through the bulkhead as if the Cronus itself was twisting and drawing breath, like an ancient beast awakening. On the control panels in the hallway, dormant readouts flicker instantly to life, numbers climbing with a sluggish, deliberate certainty. The oxygen inside the ship was rising. The ambient temperature was upward degree by degree. A thin haze began to seep through the corridors, vapor coiling from the vents and ruptured seams in the walls, curling low across the decks like the breath of something long buried. The air feels different now, heavier but warmer. Droplets beads from on the bulkhead pipes overhead and drop down, running low, slow rivulet that shivers in the cold. Above, the ceiling light flickers iridescently to life, some buzzing weakly, other bursting in quick, violent flash before fading to darkness again. Strips of sickly fluorescent gutter on and off, leaving long stretches of the hallway half-lit. Shadows jerking and twitching with heavy pulse. Nothing stays still. Every corner seems to breathe and shift when the light stutters, as if the ship itself is moving around you in the dark. And the Cronus doesn't feel dead anymore. It feels restless.
Well, on the bright side, oxygen is flowing.
Look at that. We make a great team. Okay. Get into Mother now.
Still don't have a card. I'll do some digging though. And I think with this, Rye's gonna start just like looking around the area anywhere for a card. Actually, maybe I check the body.
So you're going. So in order to check the body, you would need to open the now sealed doors.
Oh, never mind.
And go outside.
Nope,
It is entirely possible if you're wearing your Eva suit, but if you do that, you will depressurize the entire ship and likely kill your buddies that are not ready for that.
Not doing that.
Excellent. So you're looking about for anything relevant, as I am understanding.
Yep.
Excellent. Cam, doing anything specific on your side?
Yeah, he's going to be taking a look at observing OAs and making sure that nothing's sneaking up on them. He's kind of wary about being in the dock now with this thing turning on. So that's what his main priority is keep Rye safe.
Excellent. In the meantime, now on the floor, Miller, Davis, and Wilson, what do you do?
Oh. Damn, Rye really is one of the best, huh?
Yeah. Except I don't think she did it.
Well, if she did do it, I'm going to kick her ass because it feels like we're moving, and that means we're moving away from our ship.
Oh, God, this is why some of us should have stayed back.
That's a shitload of helium-3 over there. We better fucking get this thing moving and get it figured out.
That means
You're probably lucky that you came along, Davis.
Yeah. You're right. You are lucky. There's power now. We can probably use it.
Well, making the best of the situation here. Let's see what the ship can do. The Montero shouldn't have gone very far. You know, it's stationary out there. Worst comes to worst, we can spacewalk across to it.
That's right.
As you notice, the lights around.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yes.
Cryo chambers 1 and 2, were they sealed shut too, or was it just...
They were all sealed shut. The only one that had some wear and tear by something tried to move in was the one in the middle.
Okay.
You notice that now, power being restored, it seems that it is that the doors are detecting your presence and are opening before you. You have the right. You can either continue onward into the cryo chamber that you were heading towards, so cryo 3, or you can venture into cryo 2 or cryo 1. Would you do anything?
I'm gonna step
There's
into
3 of
cryo
us.
1.
There's 3 rooms.
So you're
Let's
stepping
check
into
the rooms
cryo
and
1?
let's call for Rye and Cham to get up here, and he'll activate the comms and Kayla, Cham, come in.
Over.
Yep.
You, Captain.
If y'all got it stable down there, why don't you head up here and let's all head to the bridge. We'll wait for you in cryo.
Yeah.
We're up.
Just a question for Davis. Davis, have you ever heard of ships turning on automatically like this? Is this normal?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no.
So does that mean someone has turned on the ship?
I'm gonna go with someone or something.
Yeah, speaking of that, you guys get any kind of, I don't know, anything feel kind of weird to you? Like, I don't know, something's following you? Like, something's watching you? Just me?
Wait, Rye, you and Cham didn't fire up this bird?
Yeah, no, we were sealing the door. We have not gone anywhere near the engines.
Shit.
Double time it to us if you can.
Roger that.
Yes, sir.
While we're waiting for him, can I take a look around, see if there is anything
Absolutely.
off?
So, on your side, Wilson, you're entering the cryo 1, which is the one to the left, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So you're entering cryo 1. Just give me a second. I'm just going to do one thing here. The first thing you notice is that the cryo beds have been completely crashed into, and whatever is left there is a mixture of blood, gore, and other substances. You also notice that on the door behind you there were scratch marks. And there is the grate leading into the air duct that is currently missing from the wall.
I am going to step out and look at the other side of the door and kind of look for claw marks, like, okay, something left the room. Did something also come into the room?
Something tried to get out of the room. Nothing tried to go in.
Shit. Miller. Davis, come in here.
What you got, Wilson?
What the fuck is this? And I'm not talking about the gore. I'm talking about the scratches. I mean, the gore is something else. I'm beginning to wonder if there's any fucking profit at all in this ship.
Well, if there is any, we better find it fast.
Yeah, I'm not interested in meeting the same fate that these passengers did. This is a research ship?
That's what they said. That's what it's put down as.
Wonder what they were researching.
It's probably not good. And we've got another little problem. I'm going to point out the grate. So whatever was trying to get out of this room did. And it looks like it's right fucking there.
Great.
Yeah.
As
Davis, I'm gonna ask you carrying any weapons?
As you're asking that question, you hear coming from Cryo 3 the hissing sound of a cryo bed opening, or multiple ones at the very least. It seemed that at least some of them still had power on. Would you do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore that question and go check it out.
Excellent. As the question is asked, as you enter Cryo 3, Cam and Rai are linking back with the rest of the group. And you enter Cryo 3. Inside are 6 cryo beds. 5 of which currently have people either in the process of going through the after effects of cryo sleep or just barely waking up. I will mention and introduce them to you so you know who they are. The first person is a woman. Give me a second. I'm just going to do one thing here. Can I? I can't show you. Oh, wow. Okay. That's interesting. The first person is a woman. She seems to be wearing a Wayland Yutani outfit that seems to be a bit more corporate than anything else. She's clearly some kind of company official of sorts. She's currently sitting on the edge of the bed, her head in between her legs, and on the floor just in front of her is likely a puddle of her own making. On another cryo bed, there is a gentleman that seems to be of Hispanic style. He seems to be more of the... So he has a white outfit, seems to be having a med pack nearby. He seems to be taking his vital. You can summarize that he's likely some kind of medical officer or something of the sort. Beside him is a gentleman that seems to be wearing a bit more of stripes and corporate other things. He seems a small beard. He wears the marking and tags of an officer. He doesn't have the tags of the captain, though, meaning that he's at least at some point or some kind part of the chain of command. Across the room, on the other 2 beds, there is one guy that seems to be wearing a lab coat, glasses, and seems to be more of the scientific variety. And last but not least, a gentleman seems to be wearing the outfit of a colonial marine. All 5 of these are in the process of waking up and varying degrees of awareness of what's happening. Would you do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to the one that is in corporate garbs.
Excellent. Give me a second. I just want to be sure I have the right person. Yes.
Wilson.
She looks at you up and down. She looks behind you and seems to be trying to compute what's happening in her head really fast. Clayton.
I'm gonna take a flask out of my pocket and pass it over to her. I find that this helps.
No, thank you.
What the fuck is going on here, Clayton?
Where are we exactly?
The asshole of space. Where did you think you were?
You're on the Kronos.
She's gonna look towards Rhea as she speaks. Yes, I know the name of the ship, but I was more asking for the actual location. Are we in the fringes or in the inner core?
Well, we're kind of far away from anything. I can't access from here like the star charts in any way or shape or form, can I?
No, you can't.
Okay.
I need to go to see Mother. And she kind of like struggles getting up.
Hey, well, Rye will go over and kind of support her. We're just checking things out upstairs. You guys,
Have you seen anything? Have you seen anyone?
There's a... yeah, well, when we first came in, there was someone who, looked a little bit, dead.
Good. Okay. Good.
Oh.
Good. I need to... Can you help me up? And she kind of like asks for a hand. So they can help her up.
We were just up there with Mother trying to get in ourselves. I kind of look around. I can take her back up there if anyone else wants to come.
She takes a second and looks over her shoulder towards the medic that's behind her, and she like kind of looks him over and looks towards Wilson for a second. This man is one of the medics. He can probably tell you a bit more of what's going on. His presence is important. And across, and she points towards the man with the glasses, is Cooper. He's one of our scientists. The other ones are irrelevant. And the guy with the cab's gonna. I heard that, Lori. Of course you did hear that. And Clayton's gonna stand up. Question for you, Rye. Are you following her all the way back to where the Mother mainframe is?
That is the intention, but she would be kind of checking with the crew before running off.
Okay.
Like, we've been trying to get in to Mother, and clearly she has the access to do that.
Yep.
Any objections to me going up there with her?
Well, I think perhaps you need to bring someone else with you and advise them that there was a crew member not only dead but missing a leg, and they were stealing the ship from the inside. And the fact that they're and starts pointing at the claw mark, and the claw marks there are cut so peculiar that. And Rye, you were just feeling like you looking at you, and then all of a sudden the ship turned on. Now, call me paranoid here, but I don't think it'd be wise to go without any sort of real precaution.
So Mother is activated. That's what. Okay, good.
Rye takes out the bolt gun and the torch.
Okay.
There you go.
She would probably, Clayton would probably just lean on the wall and make her own way there if you're not following her.
And we'll follow as well with.
Yeah, I'm following.
Okay.
Cam's going.
So you're going. So Rye's token is going to be the token for the group 1 with Cam and Rye. What are the other ones doing? Do you want to talk with anybody? They see them all to be in the process of processing post cryo awakening.
I want to address the group of them.
Yeah. They'd be ready to. You think they'd be able to listen? But how much of it would be acknowledged, or just okay, yes, I heard you, is a different story of I understood what you meant.
Listen up, popsicles.
Look at Clayton. Apologies. Go ahead.
So?
I'm gonna say, listen up, popsicles. You guys have a CO?
They take a second, and the gentleman with the cap looks at you for a second, and comes a bit closer. That would be me.
Hey, what's your name, son?
He takes a second, kind of rubbing his legs for a second. Name's Albert Johns. Albert Johns.
All right, Johns. Y'all are in a bit of a shitty situation, it appears. Like to really be caught up to speed on what's going. Protocol would dictate a briefing right after y'all wake up, so here it is. Listen up.
You see that he's about to start discussing, and the gentleman across the hall with the lab coat. I'm afraid that this would be a confidential information. Don't you think that your confidentiality can go up your ass? Policy dictates that we should be careful for what we say. After all, we had very precious cargo. I don't care about your cargo, okay? It's irrelevant and we need to get ourselves out of there. I'll second that.
All right, John. Seems you guys have a good feeling of how things are supposed to work, not how it's written down in some book.
I mean, you guys have been drifting out here for upwards of 70 years. I think your confidentiality report is,
the medic takes a second computing that information and just like vomits even more as he computes the whole thing. You notice that there's some degree of shock in John as well. The scientist and the colonial marine seems to be taking the news either very internally or it just flies over their heads. And then now how did you find us?
Well, up until...
It was your SOS.
Our what?
The SOS.
We didn't send any.
We got one.
He looks at you troubled for a second. No, that's impossible. We had to shut down the core to limit the access that they had, and we jettisoned part of the scientific department. And no, we didn't send any.
Limit.
Let's stop right there, because two things really stuck out to me there, Johns. And the first one was, I agree with Davis. Who's fucking access? And the second of all was, you jettisoned the lab? What were you guys dealing with?
We had we'll call it an outbreak. An outbreak my ass. Almost nearly kill us all. Now, it's fine. It's all under control. Everything is under control now. Right. Control my ass.
Sorry, outbreak of what? Should we be concerned here?
The scientific takes the scientist takes a second, like, and you seem just like we had an outbreak of a genetic nature. If you wish, and likely as you've been exposed to the atmosphere within the ship, you've likely been in contact and have already contracted the disease. If you wish, we have inoculation ready in one of the science bays a bit further.
Well, I'm none too keen about just letting you inject me with stuff when you say I've already ingested something that's on here until I know something about what it is.
No, you don't understand. It grows something in you.
Okay. I'm shutting this conversation down right now. I don't know what we're going on, but...
On whose authority, company man?
On my authority, Chief. Who the fuck are you?
This is a USCMS operation. This is colonial marine business here. Company is only observers.
I'm still stuck on it. Grows something in you?
Yeah, I'm afraid that's classified.
Your name?
If it's growing in me, I think I deserve to know what the hell's growing into me.
I don't know how to. Shut up, Johns. In the meantime, all the way at the other end of the ship, Rye, you are with Clayton.
Yep.
She makes her way towards to the door and looks at you for a second. How close are you standing to her?
Just kind of standing in case she struggles to walk again, to like give her support if needed.
Excellent. She takes a second and seemed to be, hey, I'll be fine. You can wait here.
If you don't mind,
I do mind.
All right. Well, I'm a tech aboard our ship, so fixed up a few things on here. There's an
Sure.
oxygen leak.
Good luck with that. And she opens with the keycard the door. She walks in. She closes it behind her, and you hear the locking sound of a magnetic lock.
I was gonna try to put my foot in it before she closed it.
It's okay. Given you may attempt.
Okay. What's the roll?
It would be a mobility roll, I believe.
Yeah. No.
So you try, like, and you realize how much of a bad idea it was as you see the pressurized doors just like closing in, and oh, you do have one success, so you could make it if you want. It would have other consequences.
There and think, right? It's not a good idea.
Do you do anything?
I'm just what I would want to try to do is jam it, like, grab for the nearest thing, and just.
Okay. So since you succeeded the mobility, I would say that you're able to jam something in that will be crushed rapidly.
Okay.
There's a small gap. Probably
I know what
not.
I'm gonna shove in. That shotgun that was broken anyway.
Weapons are not solid, so you shove it there.
Yep.
It's not enough to pass through, but enough to maybe communicate with her for a few seconds.
Oh, I'm trying to create so that I can listen in.
Oh, okay, not a problem. So it jams in. You hear Clayton cursing. It's like, what the hell are you doing? The system won't start if the door's not closed.
Look, all of our lives are at stake here. We're stranded, God knows where. I think we deserve to understand what's going on.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Once I get that opened. Now, if I open the door, will you remove this?
Will you let me in?
No. You don't have the clearance for the company to do that.
What year do you think it is, Clayton?
I have no clue. Why? Probably like, I don't know, 2112, 2113?
Yeah, add about 70 years to that.
She takes a second, kind of like... She sits down on the computer chair on the other side, kind of like still not opening the door.
I think we're past clearance at this point.
Wait. Wayland Yutani is still a thing.
Yeah, it's still a thing.
You know what? No, it's fine. And she opens the door and she gives you the key card.
All right.
She seems already a bit more springy than when you left her a few seconds ago, when she tried to go in. She would then move away in one of the hallways unless someone follows her and disappear out of sight, leaving you in front of the computer mainframe with the keycard access.
I think Cam will follow her.
Cam will follow her? So
yeah.
The way I understand it is Rai is staying alone on the computer mainframe. Cam is following that stranger in the dark hallway.
Maybe just around the corner with the lights on, giving her a little look, and then staying halfway in between so that she can turn around later. Just to kind of see which corridor she goes down.
Excellent. She goes into the first stairwell that the door was closed. And she curses. The door opens. She looks inside and she curses. And then moves a bit further and heads for one of the elevators. Would you follow her in the elevator?
No.
Okay. So and from the outside you do hear the and an elevator moving. The standard like of an elevator being activated.
In terms of entrance of the ship, what floor are we on?
You are on floor deck A.
Okay. And
Yes.
so it goes up and down, or?
It goes A, B, C, D being the lowest deck.
Perfect. Okay, thank you.
She stops on deck B.
I go back to see Rye.
Excellent. So while Cam is away, Rye, do you do anything specific?
I do.
What do you
I'm gonna
do?
talk to Mother.
You can absolutely talk to Mother.
Oh, I need Cam to leave the session.
Oh, Cam, you didn't leave the session. Oh, Cam.
Silly Cam.
Silly Cam.
Always logging in and forgetting to log out.
Yeah.
Or just take a second.
I've
Oh,
tried
Cam,
to
session
get on without
started.
that.
Yeah, I see the session started, and now you need to exit.
And then just type in exit.
Yes.
There we go.
Perfect. And now you can start your session.
Great.
Excellent.
Great. Let's see here. Let's see.
I will remind viewers, just letting you know, that what she sees is basically another version of what you guys see, and this is an actual thing. It's not a small movie. She's actually typing, and there's things to be done there.
Let's see. Help status. All right. Check the status here. System's functional. No anomalies detected. Great. All right. Let's.
The machines can't win.
I don't know who authorized the SOS. Great. Logs have been purged. Information unavailable. Let's see. Let's see. Come on, Mother. I know you can do it. Access required. I guess she's gonna examine the key card.
Excellent. There's no access or anywhere to swipe it, per se. And as you're observing the key card, you do hear the footsteps of Cam as he comes back.
She kind of just rolls her eyes. Right.
Right, what you doing? Are you accessing the?
Yeah, I'm trying to talk to Mother, trying to see who sent the SOS. Of course, the logs have been purged, trying to see if I can gain access to that data, but corporate access is required. So,
Yeah.
gotta look for somewhere to use this.
You have a way of using your way of bypassing within firewalls and whatnot.
Let's see. I can try to hack it.
Okay, give me a second before you do anything. Just want to do one thing. Okay,
Well,
you want
finding
to try
out
that?
what's in your
That's a
cargo.
thing.
I guess first I'm gonna, yeah. Oh, it did not like that. All right, but we are in.
Ooh.
All right. Access purged logs.
What are you asking?
Restoring the purged logs. Trying anyway. Okay, well. Let's see. Oh. Status system. Okay, same statuses. So let's message Mother here. Mother dearest.
What are you asking, Mother?
Asking to access the purged logs.
Find out what the last entry was.
Another 2,000. Mother 2,000 upon beacon detection of corporate ship as per order 966. Read order 966.
So if you wish, you can type in special order 966.
Okay. Special 966. Secure and preserve any non-human artifacts. Maximum priority. Crew expendable. Non-human artifacts. Do you have any idea what that could possibly mean, Cam?
Yeah, I've been around the block a couple times. I wonder if there's some rumors that people have said around them spaceports. Is there something I can do to see if there are any rumors that I heard?
You've heard what you've heard. So you tell me what you've heard.
You know, I've heard this is what I heard. I've heard there was some research vessels with the protocol of trying to find some sort of alien artifact, or even dare I say, possibly. That's rumors.
It's rumors going around about companies.
All right. Let's see. Have any non-human
Where are the non-human artifacts kept?
Let's see. Conus 26 sample science lab 1. All right, well, thank you, Mother.
As you're finishing that conversation with Mother, back in the cryo chamber with everybody else. Oh, we're missing a Wilson. Give me a second. Let me just do one thing here real quick. I just want to do something real quick. Just want to check one thing. Oh, you dropped out of the call too. Something must be afoot. Just want to check one thing here real quick.
Well, some people did vote for Wilson.
His PC just shut down. So we will continue a bit the scene that's going on with the rest of you guys. He got vented. No. So, do you wish to ask other questions to Mother?
I'd just like to I'm gonna say hey, Chem, I think we need to head to Science Lab 1. Could you just check the hallway?
Sure, absolutely. Also, I'll have to find out if there's an armory. There was a soldier on board, and so that means there could be some guns.
All right, yeah. I'll check about the armory.
And I'll take a look around the corner.
Once he's gone,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to type message Mother. Set new administrator access code.
What's happening there, Rye?
I did this while you were out in the hallway.
No, that was the intercom.
What did you say?
It's on the comms.
Yeah. What's going on there? Kind of quiet. Just making sure you're okay.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm just trying to make sure I can get back in. All right, armory. Where is the armory?
Ooh. Went on level B, just so you know.
Level B. Ah. The armory, unfortunately, was jettisoned with the science module, so we're down an armory. All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Mother. I am going to exit now.
Excellent. As you exit, we'll pick up where the other two are, or actually the other three. I see that user's in chat and he's trying to fix his thing, so we'll try to make it work in the meantime. So take note of what's happening so that way you know. Miller and Davis, you are currently in the med lab with the rest of the people. Would you have any other discussions with some of the people that have been awakened by cryo or anything of the sort, or not?
Miller does.
Miller.
All right, guys, I understand that we all operate under the kind of same principles. You know, you can see that we're Weyland-Yutani as well. I'm the captain of the USCSS Montero. We docked nearby after hearing your distress call. Come aboard, and looks like y'all have had a hell of a time. Anything y'all can bring us up to speed on?
Yeah, guys, I think we should definitely cooperate with the captain here to be sure that, survival is important here, and Clayton's gone, so I think that we can get on the same boat here. Everybody's in agreement. Everybody kinds of nods. Cooper, the science officer, for now is silent. He's holding his head. Clearly the headache is getting to him a bit, but that's about it.
First things first, then. I understand confidentiality and protocol and all that bullshit I don't agree with, but some of you might, and that's just the pill we gotta swallow right now. Is this that we have ingested something that is time-sensitive, fatal for us?
Johns looks... I forgot to change that. Johns looks for a second towards the Flynn, the medic, kind of like asking for confirmation or anything like that. Takes a second and looks towards Cooper, and then Flynn takes point on the matter. So we don't really know what happened. The science teams found something, and I'm just a doctor here, right? Something happened. We don't know exactly what. People got infected. We're not even sure for how the vector of transmission is. But some people got infected and things started bursting from them. And yeah, it was bad. Cooper over here made an inoculation and saved some of us, but then again, like, the people who took this inoculation, and he's gonna look towards Cooper for a second, who's like at that point just like groaning, really not having a good time. The people went weird. They started like attacking us, and yeah, we did what we could, and Cryo 3 was the only place we could be safe, and since everybody had access and Mother would still open the doors for them, the only way we found to be sure that they wouldn't spread across the rest of the ship was to terminate power.
On the subject of power right there, and sounds like y'all have had a real shitty last few days that you can recall. When we arrived here, this thing was a ghost town, but yet my mechanics were working on creating a good seal, and in the process, your ship fired up. Do you possibly have a synthetic or someone on board that could have done it?
We have a synthetic, but Ava was left behind. Like, we hoped that she'd deal with some of the infestation, maybe blow some people out, maybe blow some of these things out of the airlocks, but that's about what we... And as he's saying that, Cooper starts groaning and mumbling, and he's looking up and he's foaming at the mouth. Would you guys do anything?
You all right over there?
What about you, Miller?
At the moment, I would be looking directly at the Marine,
Excellent.
seeing if he's going to act.
So,
Cooper's not the Marine, is it?
No, Cooper's not the Marine. Reed is the Marine. So, just give me a second. Let me just get something here. I need this here, and I need this here. Oops, give me a second. That's not the one I need. Yeah, that's the one I need. By the time you kind of like get closer towards Cooper, the Marine seems to be looking at him for a second, unsure of what's going on. And by the time that Davis kind of like reaches near Cooper, the Marine, you can see that he's almost instinctively reaching for a gun or something like that. Davis, what you notice is that blood seems to be gushing from Cooper's nose and his ears in thick, pulsing stream, almost like with the rhythm of the heartbeat. It soaks his collar. His eyes seems to be almost like swollen and crimson. They roll madly backwards, as if like he's in a convulsion, almost. Would you do anything?
I'm gonna draw my pistol out and aim it at him. Is this what happened with everyone else?
So, as you're asking that, his eyes finish rolling and literally burst out of their eye socket. As he thrashes for a second against the wall and then down on the ground. You hear the bone cracking, like he's having bone cracking spasm. You notice that the rest of the survivors back away in terror. Their face pale with what seems to be recognition. Cooper's body convulses so violently that some of his fingernails rip off against the floor, spraying splinters of keratin and blood everywhere. His jaw snaps shut with such force that several teeth shatters, shards spitting from his mouth in a wet crack. Then, with a hideous tearing noise, one ruined eye ruptures, its globe exploding as a slick, veined arm thrusts outward from through the gore. The appendage claws for freedom, slightly moving around from the now new hole in Cooper's eye socket, dragging sinew and nerve with ropes. Cooper's head jerks back in a spine as the spiny finger hooks into the lip and peels them apart, ripping flesh from the corner of his mouth until it splits wide in a ghastly permanent grin. He makes no sound. Oh, we got someone back. Just give me a second. I know dramatic purposes and everything like that. Just give me a second. So, in a permanent grin. He makes no sound. His throat only vibrates with a choking gargle. His mind's already long gone, and his body nothing more than a cocoon. Bone fragments snaps like dry twigs as his skull is forced open from the inside. His face splitting down the jawline in a spray of blood, mucus, and brain pulp. With a revolting gush, his head collapses into halves as the thing within erupts free, stepping wetly into the deck amidst coil of intestine and ropes of nerve still clinging to it. You hear someone yell, "Kill it! For God's sake, kill it!" Someone shrieking. The pale, sinew-slick creature writes on its own steaming afterbirth, unfolding and trembling. Joint, limbs, chunks of Cooper's brain still cling to it, and it steadies itself. Its distended, eyeless skull glistening in the dim light with a hissing, insectile rattle. The newborn bloodburster crouches low, slick muscle, and is ready to spring. I will just do one thing real quick, and I'll be sure to add our friend back to the just give me a few seconds. Wilson. That's not what I need.
Can I shoot it?
Sorry, everybody.
You'll be able to shoot it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh, that's not what I need. This is what I need. So we might have some camera work to do around the camera that you have, but we'll do it. That'll work for now. All right. What I will do is I will bring you all to the battle map so that you guys have an idea of what is going on and where you are and etc. All right? Just give me a few seconds. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. You are in. You are not there. You are further away. You are here. All right. And you are here. So we will go to the battle map. That's not the one I want. You are not those I want. I want these guys here. Excellent. And I'm just going to put something here. I'll have it. I'll get it. I'll get it momentarily. Here we go. All right. So this is going to be a fight. Just give us a few seconds while it loads. Perfect. And we will roll initiative for everybody. Perfect. The creature is small, fawn-like, perhaps about 2 or 3 feet up. It hisses, it's small with spindly muscles, and its small frame seems to be only made for aggression and violence. Flynn, the medic, is the first to act. He starts screaming and simply runs off. Following close behind him, Albert, the first officer, kind of like hides behind the crew that is there, kind of like, expectantly knowing what's happening. The creature on its side takes a second. It seems to be analyzing what it is about to be doing and will attack the captain. Yeah, give me a second. So it does a terrifying hiss. The bloodburster jumps onto the victim, showing its razor-sharp teeth. The victim must make an immediate panic roll. That would be you, Miller.
Assuming for flavor, I'm knocked to the ground and the thing's on top of me.
You know how to do the panic roll, yeah?
No, where's it at?
So on your sheet, you have a button called stress at the top.
Yeah.
You're going to click that. So you are panic condition +1. You keep it together, but you manage to keep your nerves in check, but barely. So right now, you're not in a condition to do anything or be in a panic, but that creature jumping on you is something else. After it is done, give me a second. We're going to go with that. Miller, what would you do?
I want to toss the thing onto the ground just away from me for a split second. Probably take a step backwards towards the door, but not leaving the room.
All right. So what I will have you throw is a close combat check. That is a success. So you successfully throw it off. And you're able to stand up and move at least slightly away to be safe of the creature. Kind of and it falls down on the ground. It kind of lands on all four. You see it almost slipping. It falls to the side and Hurley gets back on all four. After you, the Marine struggles for a second, seems to be looking for a gun. He finally reach beneath the bed and retrieves what seems to be a shotgun. Davis, he points it in your general direction on the floor and blasts away. It is sufficient to inflict a bit of damage on the creature, but so the creature takes the full blast of the shotgun and falls down on the ground in a pool of blood. At that moment, Cam, Rai, you hear the detonation of a shotgun being fired a bit further down the hallway, kind of reverberating through all that. What would you do?
Rai, are you safe in there? Are you safe in there? Come with. We gotta get back.
All right, let's go. I have pulls up her weapons.
Excellent. So you head back towards the. I'm just gonna do one thing here. I'm gonna do that. You head back down the hallway. As you reach the junction of the main hall with the 2 elevators on both sides, you do notice that the medic is frantically pressing a button. The door's kind of opening, and he goes in and hurriedly tries to get away from where he is. The door closes as and he starts going down the levels. You see the back of John's, the first officer, or at least one of the officers, and beyond him you see Miller, probably just hands on one of his arms, covered in some degree of bloodish gore and brain matter from Cooper. The Marine on the other side of the room still has his shotgun in hand, seems to be cranking it up and intends to fire again unless anybody stops or says anything.
Whoa, what's happening here?
Yeah, Cam's going to run and just grab the gun and just hold it down.
Which seems to be sufficient to bring him back to the moment and enough to, okay, center him back of what's happening.
What the hell happened to you guys? Why is the guy dead with his brains all over the place? What the hell is this thing?
It's one of those things.
Is this one of them alien artifacts? You guys been carrying?
He took the inoculation. He's not supposed to be changing. Where's Flynn? Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell Flynn is. Two people went down elevators. One guy went down, the girl went down.
The Marine,
what the hell?
The Marine would pass by you and head towards the elevator.
As he goes towards the door, I'd like to stand in front of him and try and stop him.
Absolutely, you can absolutely stop him. He has a shotgun.
Yeah.
He's looking at you up and down for a second, and kind of like, you want to do this?
Soldier, you need to get your shit together and start talking about what's going on.
The guy that just left is our medic.
The guy that just... Ooh, fuck, let's go get him.
Good. And he heads towards the elevator if you follow him.
I'm following.
What is everybody else doing?
Good. You guys all okay? You guys okay? Look at me, Captain.
Not exactly the word I'd use, but I don't seem to be hurt. Kind of wiping mucus.
Davis?
Almost to add to the insult, your watch that monitors the status of the Montero seems to be flashing to life. It gives you the following. It gives you the following information. Am I gonna be able to do it? Just give me a second. Oh no, that's not the one. Is it the one? Okay, that's here. Sorry, just give me a second.
Emergency destruction sequence will be activated. To override automatic detonation sequence, clear depot 756 and execute the procedure 648. Emergency destruction sequence is now activated.
It seems that someone or something has activated the Montero self-destruct sequence.
Ooh.
And this is where we will end it for tonight.
Oh, fetch.
Great.
I hope that everybody had fun. I hope that everybody enjoyed part one, Pandora's Box, as shit hits the fan at the end of this session. And we will see, with Wilson heading on our way, on one way with one of the Marines, the medic apparently lost somewhere, the other corporate agent lost somewhere, and Miller, Cam, Rye, and Davis trying to figure what the fuck is happening.
Yep.
Awesome.
Excellent cliffhanger, by the way, my friend. Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
We're trying hard.
I love working with professionals.
Hey, we are professional. Come on, we're professional content creators. That's what we are.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
All right. Just give me a second. Let me just bring us back to the landing. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here and sitting through part one. Next part is going to be Friday on October 10th for part two. I do have the title. Just give me a second. If you give me a second, I'll be able to give you the title. In the meantime, there's one of my amazing friends right now in chat wants to look if we should be and who could we be raiding out to. Give me a second. Let me just do that. If anybody has any idea of who we could be raiding out to, just be sure to let us know. We'll be doing that. Just give me a second. I'll let you know the name of the next episode. I have all these information so close to my fingertips, and I'm always searching my notes. That's like a trend here. Act 2 is called The Long Night. So we will see how Act 2 will be treating you. Which means, by the way, if you are new to Alien Cinematic RPGs, these characters have not been made by the players. These are part of a box, and they all interact with each other in different ways. At each act, a player receives a new personal agenda that is basically their drive behind what they're trying to do. So they don't know what they're going to be, what their objective for Act 2 is going to be like, or what it's going to be, but it is normally in relation to the drive of their character. Just by raised hands, who feel that they achieved their agendas? Okay. Normally, that's not good, because that means things will seriously get messed up soon if people... So, I cannot wait to see what's going to be happening next Friday. Of course, if you have not done so already, please give some love and go give a follow to the amazing people that we have here in chat and in the stream. So I'm talking, of course, about Mortal Rolls right here. All these three wonderful people. Don, the Dungeon Master, Rye, who plays Varinia, and of course Morgan, played by Davis, who plays Morrigan. Also, Just Peachy XP and Sorcery Arts. They can be followed independently on their own personal things. Also, we have right here Cleansing Rain, ladies and gentlemen, making a comeback on the as a content creator. Right now, you can check some of the things he did on Ticking Tab Bob's channel, and I think that we're going to see him a bit more there, and also on Cat's Meow, so check that out over there. And of course, unauthorized user here that can be found on unauthorized user and unauthorized dice rolls. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely, sir.
Perfect. Excellent. So we will be going into the outro, and we will be raiding out. So hang tight, guys. Thank you so much, and we will be seeing you soon.
Damn.